Alright.
Alright, you Marvel-loving bastards. Here is Captain America / Wonder Woman build. They have somewhat of a similar setup in comics, except that Wonder Woman is using a weapon while Captain America is not using a weapon. Captain America's setup does not work here, because if I remove my main hand weapon, I don't get anything. If I get Sucker Punch option, for example, if I moved shield here, if I had that option, then it would be perfect, but I can't. So I'm using single-handed weapon, because it's much better and there's no point in having your main hand free. If you don't like that, simply remove your weapon, but then be prepared that you won't be able to use some skills and you're gonna lose on some stats as well. This can be done in party and in lone wolf, and it's a really simple setup, considering that both of these characters are essentially tanks, strength-based characters, right? Dump points into strength and wits. I've put similar amount of points to strength and wits because I want my critical chance to be as high as possible because of the bouncing shield. This is our primary damage dealing skill, and actually the only damage dealing skill that we will do next to reactive armor. And that's why it is extremely important to have that critical chance high. Equip that flame rune on your accessory. Also equip mystical masterwork rune so that you get +3 to wits. From combat abilities, full retribution seems like the best option, and it might be the best idea for both of these builds. Dump rest of the points into warfare, but put 2 points or something like that to Hydro and Geo. One more thing that you can add is 2 points to Necro, so that you can use Shackles of Pain. It's extremely good with this setup. Chicken Claw is optional thing if you want, put 1 point into Polymorph to use it. From talents, looks like this: Executioner, Hothead, Opportunist, Savage Sortilege. Instead of Lone Wolf, if you're playing in a party, go for something like Picture of Health or Far Out Man to be able to throw that shield further. That's the whole bloody thing. I'm using all the warfare skills, and I'm also using Fortify, Reactive Armor, Shackles of Pain, Chicken Claw, Armor of Frost, Cryogenic Stasis if I'm in trouble, and you can also use Restoration. I have an undead character here, so Restoration doesn't work for me. Include Tick of the Fight and Overpower. They are easily obtainable already in Driftwood, and they are extremely powerful. I've tested Warfare and Scoundrel. What would do more damage when it crits? Would it do more damage if I put all the points into Warfare, or would it do more damage if I put all the points into Scoundrel? And the answer is simple: it's Warfare, by far. I think I get, with Lone Wolf setup, about 1000 damage more per crit with all points into Warfare. Just make sure you have a goddamn good shield to wear, because damage of bouncing shield depends on the physical armor of your shield and Warfare. As for the rest of the things, try to focus on getting more wits and also retribution if you have that on belt or somewhere else. If you want to play this through the first region, then you can simply create some kind of a battle cleric, put a couple of stats into Warfare, put a couple of stats into Hydro and a couple into Geo. The rest into Retribution. So first 8 levels, something like this. 2 points Warfare, 2 points Retribution, 2 points Geo, 2 points Hydro. Or you can play it with, for example, 2 points Warfare, 6 points Retribution. Choose for yourself what you think would be best for you during the first region. During the first region, focusing on strength would be better, or on constitution. Wits should be only focused later on. From talents, you can start with something like Executioner or Opportunist, and from level 2 onwards you can add all skilled up and bigger and better for first region. That can help you a lot. That's the whole thing, that's the whole build, really simple. Let's get to testing. Paladin Bridge, as always. I'm gonna start off by putting Fortification on my arse. While we are still fortified and have that increased armor, I'm gonna use Stick of the Fight. Plus 40%, not bad. Then use Reactive Armor. Well, look at that. 3 dead bastards already. And we still got Bouncing Shield. Beautiful. Bouncing Shield, as you can see, does a lot of damage. Now I can immediately use Fortify again, because I'm that bloody cool. One more thing I forgot to add is that you need Deflective Barrier. I already have that on my shield automatically, so I don't need it, but get that skill too. It's very useful. We won't do much damage with our normal attacks, but that's not the point. They are only here so that we can do some damage to finish our opponents. And in the end with Lone Wolf it's not even that bad with single sword. These bastards are constantly damaging themselves, which is fantastic for me. I am though without my physical armor at the moment. That might be an issue because I'm gonna get taunted. So I'm gonna use Vampiric Touch. Usually would use Restoration. While I still have Tick of the Fight, when I use Whirlwind, it's not gonna be fantastic damage, but it does not have to be. This is enough. Bouncing Shield. We do some nasty damage as well. Gain back some action points through Executioner perk. And just for laughs, we can now use Shackles of Pain on, let's say, Elementalist. You can see how they are damaging themselves with those bouncing shields. Finally, I have fortification back. It's not that great, but it's gonna save me. That's it. It's a simple build where everyone is damaging themselves by attacking you. It's technically a Retribution build with Bouncing Shield. If you don't want to go down the Retribution route, there is another option. Go for Scoundrel. All of these points that are pumped into Retribution pump into Scoundrel. And maybe you can also pump a couple of points into Polymorph to get it to 3. So that you can use Skin Graft. That will help you once per fight, or pump all the points into Scoundrel and put the rest of them into two-handed to get that critical multiplier even higher. It's up to you. There are a couple of options to play with, but I like the Retribution style. And that's it, really. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I'm still missing boobs. I'm not a true Wonder Woman, and I am too undead for Captain America. But this is as closest as I would get them to Divinity Original Sin 2. Next one will be Aquaman. At least I'm gonna try to do that one. It's gonna be challenging, but I think I can come up with something. Special thanks to my patrons and people donating me on my Twitch streams. Thank you all for watching and see you soon.
Toodaloo, motherfucker!